In order for us to declare that tour tempo was a fundamental of the golf swing and a breakthrough in golf training, we needed to find out if there were differences in the tempo ratios of the tour pros and amateur golfers. And if there were, we needed to demonstrate a correlation between tour tempo training and better results for your golf swing. The questions we needed to answer included: number 1, could we change a golfer's tempo ratios, and if we could, would they hit the ball consistently farther and straighter? Number 2, would this training actually lower their scores, and if so, how long would it take? We rounded up some test subjects and developed a specific protocol in order to find out the answers to our questions. First, before they were exposed to the tour tempo system, we documented our subjects' baseline data by taking accurate readings of their tempo ratios and of their clubhead speed at impact. Secondly, while we recorded those numbers and compared them to our tour tempo models, we let them view the introduction to tour tempo video on this CD. We then returned to the range and started them on the tour tempo training. We found that most golfers took way too long to complete their backswing, so in order to ease their transition into tour tempo, we started them out with a preset drill. Once they were accustomed to the tour tempo tones, we went back to their regular starting point at address. We gave them no instruction whatsoever, other than showing them how to do the preset drill. There were no instructions like, number 1, shift your weight, number 2, turn your hips, number 3, turn your left elbow to the right. In other words, no 20-point checklist. Well, we got the answers to our questions, and we were quite amazed with the results. Within 30 minutes, we could change golfers' tempo ratios. Within 30 minutes, our test subjects started hitting the ball farther and straighter. Tour tempo training could actually improve our golfers' performance on the course and, in fact, dramatically lower their scores. Through these tests, we also learned the best way to introduce golfers to the tour tempo training. Tour tempo is easier to learn if you start out with the first 2 beats. You can use the Swing Set Awareness Drill audio track on the CD. It contains the first 2 tones of the 3-tone sequence. Start the takeaway with the first tone, and determine the speed with which you must take the club back to arrive at the wide drill top of backswing position, so that it corresponds with the sound of the second tone. Do this over and over without taking the club back to impact. Then do the same thing with the L drill top of backswing. Once you have developed a feel for the first 2 beats, then you can go on and add the third beat, impact. We found that this is something that needs to be done every time that you work on your swing. And once you incorporate tour tempo into your swing, we think that you will find that it is the answer to permanently improving your golf game.